Welcome back, folks. It's Brody, and today I'd like to talk to you about Savannah Lions. This card has had an amazingly long career in the game of Magic the Gathering, including a World Championship win in 1996 in the White Weenie deck, piloted by Tom Champagne, and it's been included in many other game-winning decks ever since. This creature, the King of the Jungle, is 2 power and 1 toughness, all for the low mana cost of 1, has been referred to as the King of the Jungle, and any other creature to come along with those stats has been referred to as a Savannah Lions ever since. Now, I know what you folks are thinking, that the career of the Savannah Lions was ended with Modern Horizons 2 and the printing of Ragavan, but that means somebody needs to ask the question, how good was Savannah Lions actually? To get an idea of how good Savannah Lions was, we have to go back to 1996. 1996 is a truly lawless time for Magic, where players were forced to include at least one copy of a card from each set that was legal in the game at the time, which explains why most players were playing a copy of Serrated Arrows, because it was the least of the worst cards from the Homeland set. But the true disadvantage for the Blueless White Weenie deck is the namesake of the deck. It's called the Blueless White Weenie deck because although it included a copy of Slate of Mind to change the protection color of the Order of Lateburr, the Order of the White Shield, and the White Knight to whichever color Tom wanted, on his final deck registration, Tom failed to include copies of Darkar Wastes on his deck list and was forced to play with just basic planes in the deck, putting him at a card disadvantage right from the get-go. And although he even won the World Championships with Magic, this started a really peculiar trend in Magic the Gathering, where players began including copies of dead cards in their deck for no reason at all. So despite the disadvantage of not including any blue sources in the deck, and including a blue card which would provide an incredibly powerful combat trick, Tom Champagne was able to pilot the White Weenie deck all the way to first place in 1996. And the victory was so impressive that it was commemorated with this one-of-a-kind 1996 World Championship card. Savannah Lion saw play in 1996, 97, 98, 99, and then fell out of favor for a short period of time between 2003 and 2005 for a Boros deck, and was later on not so competitive in Standard, but was seen more play in Extended and what's now known as Legacy and Vintage. In the late 2000s, we see the advent of more popular creatures being played in Modern, and with the advent of Ragavan running rampant in formats, this is where our story takes a little bit different turn. In the delight of old school players, at any Magic the Gathering event you go to, you'll find people playing eternal formats such as old school, and this is where Savannah Lions really shines. Having been one of the original creatures in the game, the original 2/1 for 1 mana, Savannah Lions will always have a home and a place eternally as the king of the jungle in old school decks. I'd like to thank Savannah Lions for an amazing career in Magic the Gathering, and as an old school player, I can't say it enough. We love Savannah Lions and will always be the king of the jungle in the non-rotating old school format. So no matter what Dragon Rage Channeler or Ragavan, Monastery Mentor, Monastery Swiftspear are doing, Savannah Lions will always have a secure place in the hearts of old school players in the forever non-rotating format as the original 2/1 King of the Jungle, touting World Championship wins all the way back to the early days of Magic the Gathering. Thank you, Savannah Lions, for an amazing Magic the Gathering career. Oh, there you have it, folks. Savannah Lions is the King of the Jungle and the original 2/1 for 1 mana, and is still the king of the jungle in old school today and will never be replaced by Ragavan, no matter how much popularity he sees. Savannah Lions is a world champion from 1996, and that's more than that monkey can say. So let's pop the champagne for Tom Champagne and Savannah Lions and the White Weech deck. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. How good was Savannah Lions actually?